Alright, y'all. I am Daniel Vane. I have Mr. Lucky Chan in the off screen, giving me a little, make sure I stay on track. And he does know quite a bit more about comics than I do, so that really helps me stay on track. Anyway, Comic Novice. This is kind of a little special thing that I want to do because I thought of something that I've never really heard mentioned or thought of. Maybe it has been, but as many times as I've seen anything about Superman, I've never really encountered anything of this kind of a thought process, and I wanted to discuss that. I haven't even talked to Mr. Chan about this yet.
I don't know nothing.
So, this is what it is. Alright, start it up. Mr. Chan and I were having a discussion the other day about who's faster, Superman or the Flash. Okay, we had our little views or whatever. I came up with this thing that in an episode of the Super Friends, remember the cartoon? The Earth is being pulled into the sun. Only by wrapping this specialized cable around the Earth could the Earth be saved. Superman gives that job to the Flash. Does that mean Superman believes or even knows the Flash on the ground is faster than Superman even in the air? So he gives the cable to the Flash to wrap it because he can do it that quickly. Now, later on, I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, someone could argue that maybe Superman was afraid that if he tried to wrap the cable, that, look at Superman, the movie, okay, Christopher Reeve. Superman went around the Earth so fast, in reverse direction, he turned back time. Okay, so Superman then just afraid that his power could do the same thing on accident? Doesn't matter which direction. Or is it, plain and simply, that the Flash is just faster than Superman? Either way, it doesn't matter. That argument I'm not really concerned about. Superman or the Flash faster. The concern is the one I'm talking about with Superman's force. Obviously, either way, either scenario, Superman's strong enough and fast enough to push the Earth, to push time itself, basically. Okay? Now, you gotta consider this. The universe is like a giant clock. It runs around itself. All these little tiny solar systems and galaxies, they all spin around everything else. Everything else spins around everything else because of the force of gravity, physics, centrifugal force, all that, the laws of physics, okay? The universe spins around like a giant clock. Alright, now in that perspective, we all know Earth is not the biggest planet in our solar system. But it's, decent size. Alright, now take a clock. A regular, everyday clock at, on the wall, whatever. Now, every little dial and everything's all touch down to connect to show you the time. The two big ones, sometimes a little second-hand clock, whatever. Sometimes second-hand clock works independently of itself, sometimes it does not. Let's take, for this argument, the second-hand, the third hand, would the second hand? Okay. The third hand, you know what, the one that counts the seconds. How's that sound, okay? The hand that counts the seconds. That's the equivalent to how big the Earth is in this giant universe. So what you just telling me, as Superman, now remember, all these things are kind of connect. If you push that seconds counter back and it doesn't break, you're going to push back every other little wheel, cog. You're going to push back the entire universe. So in that perspective, Superman, what Superman essentially did was push the power of the universe. That's how strong Superman is. He has the power to push the entire universe. What do you think about that?
Well, he's already done it.
He's already done it, see?
He's pulled the entire galaxy before, so.
See, well, that's the galaxy. The universe is bigger. But that's besides the point.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I also said that.
That's what he pulled, yeah.
Okay, he pulled. So he does have the. See, that's what I said. That's why I wasn't sure about, how it had been brought up before. Have it, had it not, whatever.
13 planets on a fucking long-ass chain shit. And, he had to pull the existence pretty much to safety from whatever bad guy that was coming.
And based on it, because it makes sense. It makes sense.
And this was old Superman. Old Superman. Not none of this pre-stuff.
None of this fleeting to the surface. Alright. Cool. See? Comic Novice. So I got Mr. Chan here. Oh, I'm sorry. Second little point I want to talk about. Okay, this is more of a psychological thing. And it has to do with his whole kryptonite thing. Okay? Superman's home is made of ice and etc. You know, his Fortress of Solitude. But it was generated by a crystal from Krypton. What's the difference between a piece of kryptonite that his parents sent with him and a piece of kryptonite given to him by a villain?
What's green?
It's all in your head. It's all in the head. Remember Superman, the one with Richard Pryor, Superman 3? He gives him a kryptonite type rock. Okay, it's not exactly kryptonite, but it's kind of like. Superman looks at it, he can see that it's not exactly kryptonite, but it's kind of. And now he wants to know, maybe he's stuck in his head going, why would somebody, why would the military, what? Now he's having problems with his own head, with his own abilities. So he's like, what if they can actually generate? Because in his head, remember, it's supposed to be kryptonite, but it's not kryptonite. It affects him, but it only affects him mentally. Okay? Now, spoiler alert for everybody. We're going to talk about the kryptonite that Batman and Superman have a little secret about. But no, Mr. Chan let me know, he told me about this. That Superman's heart has a piece of kryptonite in it.
In a video game ending.
In the video game ending. Okay. Video game. That's cool. Alright. Suppose that is the scenario. Batman puts a piece of kryptonite into Superman's heart in the event Superman goes rogue, evil, etc. So, there's this piece of, well, kryptonite that supposedly can kill Superman just from a distance, but it's inside him. In his head, that piece of kryptonite is protecting the people he loves. It's all in his head. It's all in his head. That's a head case right there. You know what? This is a speculative. This is what I thought of. That's it. I don't want to do any more. Have any ideas or think about that, then... Huh? It's a video, right? I am Daniel Vane, Mr. Blackie Chan.
Out.
See you later, y'all.